Okay. Here we go. I don't know why this is still on screen. Okay, stream is live on YouTube, but now I'm gonna hit this magic button that will hopefully fail to start output. Modify. So now I'm trying to get this working on stream on Twitch as well. It's possible that the encoder doesn't start. Okay, I might not be able to get this working on Twitch. Let me do some troubleshooting here. This is the first time I'm trying this. Multi-RTMP failed to start output. It's possible encoder doesn't start. What's up, Kenzie? How's it going? Hey, Vapor Zone, how's it going? Happy New Year! It's 2024. I'm doing some troubleshooting right now. Unfortunately, I couldn't have done this troubleshooting before the stream because I have to be live to do the troubleshooting. I'm trying to get multi-streaming working using the multi-RTMP plugin for OBS. Any news on MTG? I'm not working on that channel anymore. I decided that I'd rather keep Magic as a hobby. Going good, stopping by for an hour before bedtime for work tomorrow. That's fun. Yeah, trying to keep up with the constant barrage of releases from Wizards of the Coast was not super fun, so I'm just gonna keep in terms of a content creator mindset, so I'm just gonna keep Magic as more of a hobby and just play the game. Coding was more fun on stream. I can't read the rest of that because there's a heart in the way. I hate this little emoji from YouTube. Oh, there was no more to your sentence. Okay. So I can only... Oh no, I can't have my girlfriend's text showing up on screen. How's everyone doing in 2024, by the way? Let me change this back to my aquarium. I had some stuff I wanted to talk about on stream, but instead we are troubleshooting. Edit stream manager panels, first of all. Hope I'm healthy and safe. I'm doing well. Life is good. Oh, I didn't close Telegram. I just closed the window. This is chaotic because I'm trying to get this working on Twitch. Is my Twitch even... I don't think it's live. And I screwed up my panels on Twitch too, so I can't see the video. This is chaotic. Reset to default. There we go. Okay, now I can move my chat to the far left here on Twitch. Hello there, Juan. How's it going? Okay, so now start. Failed to start output. Try closing. Let me modify this, I guess. Invink 6000. High quality. Good quality. Ooh. Oh, maybe, let me go to Twitch on here. Get my stream key. Creator dashboard. I'm just gonna say get from OBS for settings. Y'all can't even see this. I'm trying to get this working on Okay, copy the stream key. Paste the stream key. I'm just gonna put Twitch TV incorrect RTMP address. Man. Failed to start output. It's possible encoder doesn't start. Okay, this I'm gonna delete that, add a new target, paste the stream key, use authentication. Ooh, maybe that's it. Granted, I don't remember my Twitch password. Okay, this plugin blows. We're gonna spend the first part of the stream just use Restream. The problem with Restream is too much latency for the services, and the free version of Restream is it has a little watermark. So I think I'm using the multi RTMP plugin for Twitch, but it's not working great. How to set up multi RTMP output for Twitch. Add new target. Next, enter RTMP server and key. Oh, I need the server, I guess? Output. Let's see. Low latency. Let's see. Multi RTMP for Twitch. Alright, how's y'all's 2024 going? 2024's been alright, just suffering slight insomnia due to medication. That's not super fun, but it can also be fun, I guess, with the extra hours. Man, I thought this was just gonna work. Okay, so I have the thing installed. Name. This will be Twitch. Click add new targets. Okay, let's see. Twitch URL for multi RTMP. XR has been input into 100% days. Dude, what is, I hate this little emoji in the bottom corner of the YouTube chat. Okay, I think I need RTMP : // live.twitch.tv/app. Alright, let's try that. Connecting. Okay. I just had to put the RTMP server in. So now we should be live. We're live on Twitch as well. Let's go. Now we have both, and people chatting from either will see chat messages from both. Right click it, go to inspect. Oh, okay, that's smart. I wish there was an option to just turn it off. And Kenzie says hello from Twitch. That's cool. Okay, yeah, I'm using the Restream chat functionality. Okay, we are live on both. Now the stream can officially begin. Also, I have gummy bears. Some of them are green, so they don't exist. And I have messages and stuff. Welcome back. I haven't streamed in a while. I streamed on YouTube in 2023. Y2ZN. I'm gonna focus on game development streams this year and personal project streams and such. So both streams, YouTube and Twitch, should see, I can do words, I promise, should see both each other's, Jesus Christ, I cannot talk tonight. Should see each other's messages in each other's chats. This is a new account. You lost your old one. Lord Duck Senior. Yeah, so today we're live, and It's 2024. I figured what better time to talk about goals. Specifically, by the way, if I sound brutal, that's because I'm trying to record a YouTube short and or video here. Original name was Oracle Fish. Yes, that's correct. I just switched. Or Oracle Fish is an anagram for Chris Folia. If you rearrange the letters, you get Oracle Fish, etc., etc. So anyway, I still look like Zach Ward. I don't even know who that is. I'm getting sidetracked. Let me look up Zach Ward. Disagree. Let's I don't think I look like Zach Ward. He looks like probably more attractive than I do. I'm gonna be ripped by the end of this year, mark my words. That's one of my goals, which we're gonna talk about here in a second. Spitting image right there. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so 2024, brand new year. I think it's the perfect time to talk about goals specifically, and I promise guys, this is just the clickbait part of the video. I'm cutting me talking about this out if I edit this into a YouTube short or something. But specifically, your goals are dumb. And here is how you can make SMART goals for 2024. Literally SMART. It's an acronym. It's a fairly well-known acronym. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So to put this into practice, oh, and I'm also gonna add an S to the end of that acronym that's not in the typical well-known acronym, but you have to stick around to see what the S stands for. It's important, trust me. So I figured I would go through my goals for this year and explain how they are SMART goals, or specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So let's hop over to the gameplay screen, and I guess I'll zoom in. Why is this so zoomed out? Said that 2 years ago, you still stand by it. So for instance, my 2024 goals are to finish and release Punch Bomb, my VR game, 1.0 on the Oculus Quest App Lab. If we go through that, I guess I'll go through my other goals too. So my goals are to finish and release Punch Bomb on Oculus Quest App Lab. I want to get down to 185 pounds from my current undisclosed weight. Yikes. I want to fully fund my emergency fund in my high yield savings account, which would be $15,000. And I want to get the new Chris Folia Makes Things YouTube channel off the ground and monetized. Any games I've made that really blew up recently? Nope, I haven't even finished my one game, which is why I'm trying to do that this year. So those are my goals for the year. Let's go through the SMART acronym and talk about why these are good goals and what would make a bad goal. So for instance, finish and release Punch Bomb on the Oculus Quest App Lab by the end of the year. That's specific. I have a specific set of features that I want to implement into this game. I think it's measurable. I can measure my progress and how close I am to achieving those specific goals on the game. It's achievable because we're already relatively close to finishing the game. We've already got leaderboards and achievements working, for crying out loud. It's relevant to my interests, and it's time bound. I want to do it within 2024. These same rules also apply to the weight goal. I know what weight I am currently. I'm not gonna tell you what weight I am currently, but you can feel free to guess in the chat down below. Just wondering how visual programming works inside. Can I tell you what format the graph tree is stored in? Is it possible to export to other file types? What graph tree are you talking about? I do visual programming in Unreal Engine where you can copy paste nodes to text, I believe. I can try to demonstrate that right now. So if I select one of my actors, for instance, and edit it, I can, I believe in Unreal, you can copy paste to text. So let's open up Notepad and do a paste. Yeah, it copies and pastes all the nodes to text. It's completely unreadable, but that's cool. That's very unreadable. Okay, so yeah, so I want to get down to 185 pounds from my undisclosed starting weight. I'm not gonna tell you because I'm secretly embarrassed about it, but I know how much I weigh. I know how much I'm working out, And I know that I'm not far enough off that it's not achievable by 2024. So it's specific. I want to get from a specific weight to a specific weight. It's measurable. I can measure my weight using a scale. It's achievable because I've done this before. Although I'm heavier than I was last time. It's relevant to my interests because I want to be buff before beach season. And then it's time bound within 2024, but ideally before this summer, I want to get down to a reasonable weight. And then fully fund an emergency fund. This one's going to be difficult to do by the end of the year because my emergency fund's not looking great right now since emergencies keep happening. But I know how much I'm saving every month. It's specific. I want to get to a specific amount. It's measurable. I know exactly. I can measure how much is in my high yield savings account. It's achievable based on my income level, assuming nothing changes. And it's relevant to my interests because having a fully funded emergency fund makes you feel a whole lot safer in life, and it's time bound. I want to get there by the end of 2024. Then get the new Chris Folia Makes Things channel off the ground. So there's a line between this goal and the other goals for a specific reason, because I think this is actually a really bad goal, even though it follows the SMART acronym. It's specific. I have to get 1,000 subscribers and I have to get 4,000 watch hours to get this monetized. It's measurable. I can see how many subscribers and watch hours I have. It's achievable. I've done a monetized channel within a year before. It's relevant to my interests because I like money and I want to fund that emergency fund. And it's time bound, it's within 2024. But this is where the last letter of the acronym comes in, which is S. You want to make SMARTs. SMARTs goals. We've talked about the specific, measurable, I can't type worth shit, achievable, relevant, and time bound. But the reason this is a bad goal is because of the last part of the acronym that I made up myself, which is self-reliant. You don't want your goals to be reliant on other people. So for instance, getting the Chris Folia Makes Things channel off the ground is completely out of my control. That relies on subscribers and it relies on people watching my videos, and those are reliant on other people. I can't control that. So if I don't reach that goal because people just don't want to watch what I'm doing, I'm going to feel really bad, even though that's partially out of my control. So I think adding self-reliant to the acronym is pretty important here, because you'll see specifically in the creator space, you'll see a lot of YouTubers that are like, I want to get this many subscribers, or I want to monetize my channel like this. And it's just, you're just setting yourself up for failure, and you're setting yourself up to feel bad about yourself. So these I would call SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, and self-reliant, except for this one. This is completely messy, my ramblings. Make your own goals, I guess. I didn't really think about where to go from here because now I want to work on my game. The more I stream, the more you're inclined to help my fun. Just saying, in case I forgot your no, I know who you are. Be positive and positive things will happen. That's a good mantra to live by. Life is good right now. You want to write your own applied graphical programming language for a very specific task? You took Blueprints and UE5 as a reference. Yeah, so anyway, those are my goals for the year. That's how you can set up SMART goals for yourself. I think it's a cool little system to abide by. Very messy, rambly talk, very stream of conscious. But let's get to work on the game. So where we left off was like mid last year. I'm not super familiar with any of this anymore. So we're gonna try to hop in and work on some art tonight. Specifically, I guess I'll change the category on Twitch to game development now. Let's, where is the change category button? I don't like this. Oh, save layout changes. Now I can go to, how do I edit stream info? Okay, they changed this since the last time I was on Twitch. Let's change this to game dev software. Software and game development. There we go. So I don't really remember where we left off on this. We were working on getting achievements working. The game works. I could demonstrate that if y'all want me to. We were working on getting achievements working in the game, but I had some ideas for some unlockable fists. So when the game starts, I'll just where's my preview button? Oh, selected viewport. There we go. So this is what the game looks like. When it starts, this little table comes out with all of the different fists that you can select that you've unlocked, which right now it is preparing shaders since I haven't opened it in a million. I left on achievements, but the scoring was still to come, and unlockables. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, so I want to make another, I figured a good thing to like ease my way back into would be doing an art project tonight. I want to make another fist to unlock, and I thought a funny idea for a fist would be to reward players for ducking under a specific amount of lasers. Thanks, Stream Elements on Twitch. It says, is now live, streaming, just chatting, let's talk about goals. Except I'm pretty sure I changed it to game development. Yeah, so for ducking, I figure, hear me out. This is gonna be dumb and silly, but it'll be funny. So I was thinking we could make a fist that's like a rubber duck for ducking under lasers. I'm very proud of myself. I think I'm funny. Oh, and I guess the Lord Duck would like that. So let's go ahead and grab some reference for this. I don't know if the Restream bot is annoying or not. It makes it hard for me to read the chats. I'm not using the Restream chat to read chat because the YouTube is delayed for sure. So I like the cuter ones that don't have like the full eyeballs. I like the solid black eyeballs. Restream bot fits fine here. So I think this is pretty good reference. Let's go ahead and save this image. That's my mortgage payments folder. Y'all aren't supposed to see that. I'm gonna eat a gummy bear. So I guess what I learned during this stream so far is if I'm trying to script a YouTube shorter video, I should do that off stream and save the unscripted stuff for the stream. Whoa, 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 that duck is swearing. Got to sing it back into the dev. I've had Punch Bomb on my shoulders as a project I need to finish since like 2015. That's so long ago now. It's almost 10 years. And the Steam version will probably never be finished. It'll probably die in early access hell. But making it for the Oculus Quest 3 will be a spiritual conclusion to my Punch Bomb arc. Chris freaking Folia. What's up, Ellie? How's it going? Nice new user. I don't know how new your username is. It could be old at this point, but I like the she's royalty. That's cool. Good name. Okay, let me make a new reference folder for our rubber duck reference here. Oh, I also have it set up so I can like slide the chat in and out, which is nice. And I'm using the Restream chat so you can see Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So that's working pretty well, surprisingly. Gummy bear. This is my treat after dinner for working out hard this morning. Username's like 3 months old. Yeah, so I found out that you can buy these gummy bears. They're the Good brand. They're like Albanese gummies. Oh wait, I have the save dialogue still up. I'll show you in a second. Thought making the game complete would give yourself a real life achievement of making a full game no matter how well it does. Yeah, exactly. I don't care how well the game does. I just want to finish it and be done with it. And then I'm going to use this YouTube channel to work on future projects or continue working on this game if people like it. It depends. And then also making YouTube shorts and TikToks about my game development journey is going to provide good marketing for the game as well. I hope. I've seen other people like market their short films and stuff this way. Where was I gonna save this? Game design, Punch Bomb Quest. Let's put this under assets, fists. We'll do 06 duck. And let's make a reference folder. Rubber duck 001. This one's pretty cute, and I like the shape of it. I got this, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think it would be fun to just finish. Plus, I really, really like the Oculus Quest as a headset. You're voting Game of the Year? God, I wish. I think, what's coming out this year that's gonna get that? Maybe Hollow Knight Silksong, finally? It was supposed to come out last year. Here's another good one. We're gonna make this stupid simple. I don't even have a subscription to, got me tabbed. I appreciate it. I appreciate the view. I'm gonna if people lurk enough on Twitch, I'm gonna re-up my I'm gonna sign up for affiliate again just because there's no reason not to since they allow multi-streaming now. Silksong is so anticipated that people started to make their own Silksong. Done and ready to. I didn't know that. You're waiting for Skull and Bones. Oh, they keep delaying that one, huh? That's ugly, Rubber Duck. I'm sorry. This one's pretty good. It's a little too big to be a fist. But it's like the general kind of rubber duck that I like. But we're also gonna make our rubber duck like a fist as well, so it's gonna be a little distorted, but obviously a rubber duck, but also obviously a fist. So that's the challenge we have set out for ourselves tonight, is making a rubber duck fist. Oh, I was talking to a Magic the Gathering YouTuber and showing off how Blender could be useful to their workflow the other night. But that's irrelevant to tonight. I want to go to documents. I have way too many files. I filled up like I think over 10 terabytes on this computer. I don't ever delete anything. Skull and Bones was due last February and was pushed back. I heard the beta was also not very fun. You could have the duck bill like facing the character. Yeah, so I was thinking the finger side of the fist would be like the duck's ass, and then the wrist part of the fist would be like the duck head. So like you always see the duck heads, and then when you punch the bombs, it'll make like a quacking noise, like whack 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 whack. That's what I was thinking. I think it would be funny. That's right, I was gonna show you all the gummies I got. So, my girlfriend introduced me to these. They are Albanese gummy bears. They're tiny. They're like these, they're teeny tiny little gummy bears. They're very small compared to Haribo ones, but they're so much softer and way more flavor. There were little packets of them in our Halloween candy this year that we gave out and totally didn't eat all ourselves. But you can get a 2 1/4 pound bag of them for $8 at Costco. And they're a really good dessert if you're trying to watch your calorie intake, because 25 of them is only 90 calories. And I burned a whole lot more calories than that in my workout this morning. Buying an Oculus just for the ducks. Okay, the Oculus Quest 3 is really cool because it has the mixed reality. You can see the real world with the CG overlaid on it. That was a terrible explanation. All right, we have our reference for a duck. Let's why did I go to open? I just want to make a new doc. Oh no, I don't. I do want to open, and I just lost where I was. I lost my train of thought. Ah! So having a few gummy bears after dinner for something sweet, not a bad dessert compared to like one slice of cheesecake that has like 300 or 400 calories. Not healthy, of course, but better than nothing. Especially since my sweet tooth is my undoing. I have such a bad sweet tooth. Okay, documents. We're looking for... What is duck game? Blender looks so different to Unity. Blender is really nice nowadays. They've improved the interface, made it a whole lot more user-friendly. So we want to open one of our fists so that we have a reference for size, because that way we don't have to redo anything. I'm going to open our standard fist, and now we have a reference for how big we need our duck to be. I'm not going to buy followers. Let's see. How do you ban people on Twitch? /ban licensed when brev. Hooray! I did it. Kenzie, congrats. You're a mod on Twitch now. /mod the Lord Duck Senior. Made quite a few models for Revolt in Blender. Yeah, Blender's gotten amazing. It's really solid. Like there are even VFX houses using it for professional stuff now. Okay, so I have the right and the left fist. Let's go ahead and save this as the duck, just so we have our sizing. Kenzie's in college for game development, I believe. He even posted his first game on the Discord. So let's just start messing with it, as I tend to do for everything. I don't really go off of drawings and such. I just like get a general idea of what I want things to look like and kind of go for it. Let's open our reference. I quite like this one as reference, honestly. We all know what a duck looks like, or a rubber duck looks like. Normally, I would almost never model in Subdivision Surface for a game. Wow, why is this lagging so much? But I think this warrants it. Oh, I'm still previewing the game. That's why it's lagging so much. Whoops. Come to Twitch to congratulate you. You're working on your second game at the moment. We have 5 weeks to plan and create a 3D low poly game. Nice. Well, I could even play your first game on stream here. Oh, I didn't even post this on my Discord. Whoops. Let's see. Your art, right? Character for your game. Your miscellaneous stuff. The Quack of Us. The Oh, why do I hear myself now? Oh, why do I hear myself now? That's not good. I don't know how that happened. Hey, what's up, Jen Cartridge? Over on Twitch now. Oh, it didn't save my high score from the last time I played. Ah, shit. Never thought you'd see this game again. You're 18 in a few months. Okay, I have to beat 75 before I can. Oh, fuck. I think you've made this game impossible at a certain point. Fuck. Your game made you rage quit. I can't beat 75. I think I got 60. Yeah, 60 was my high score last time. People like Chris inspires us to get higher than 75 and the quack of us. That's all I can inspire. So we're gonna use subdivision surfaces to model this duck because poly count isn't, oh god, I'm gonna get some backlash for saying this. Poly count's not that important. Modern processors, even mobile processors, can handle a lot of polygons. And my game is simple enough that it doesn't have to be super optimized. Okay, sue me, whatever. What's up, Pizza Chew? How's it going? You'll fix this game at some point and update it just for me. As you should. I would like to get higher than 75. Alright, so we're going to... How do I want to handle this? I feel like beveling this is going to be to our benefit eventually. We want to lower this whole thing to match sort of the bounds of the fist here. And then I'm picturing we extrude the duck head out. We don't want it to be too big though, because we don't want to have different hitboxes. All of the fists need to have the same hitboxes. I got a Quest 2 this Christmas, so you can play my VR game when it comes out. Man, once I get a little bit further, I'll even add you to the alpha test channel if you want. You can try to beat my score on the scoreboard. The duck has a big dick. You know it. That's how it reproduces. You know how, you know what like actual duck dicks look like, right? We don't need the reference here forever. Sorry, I'm gonna eat my gummy bears. Would I get a temporary ban on Twitch or YouTube for showing a duck penis? Is that illegal? I'm contemplating it. I'm looking for... Oh, here we go. That's pretty artsy. It's on a black background. You can't really tell what it is without knowing what it is. I'll show you in a second. I wish I could rename the tab so there's no evidence that I knew this was what it is. That's what it looks like. It looks like a weird anime sword. I'm so banned. Day 1 back streaming. I'm banned for life. This is a surprisingly complicated shape to get. It might be better to just sculpt this and then retopo it. It might be the easier route to go, honestly. I'm gonna sculpt it in a minute. Looks like a health bar for some RPG. Alright, I'm gonna make a new Nope collection in Blender and hide that. Then we'll make a new cube. Let's get the general proportions right again. We'll apply the scale. We'll apply all transforms, whatever. Don't care. Can't make me care. And let's sculpt it. I have not sculpted in a while, so this is gonna be messy. And this is supposed to just be a short, like a small reintroduction to streaming. I was hoping to use the goals talk at the beginning of the stream as a short, but I'm gonna have to re-record that later. That was terrible. Okay, so this is a cube. It's obviously not very smooth, but Blender has a really cool tool called Dynamic Topology. We can change this down to like 9. And then I'm also gonna turn on symmetry. Cube. Oh man, it took me a second to figure out what you typed there. Symmetry. We want to mirror on the y-axis, right? Nope, x-axis. Okay. See, I figured mirror on the y-axis meant like on either side of the y-axis. That's why that's what I figured, but x was correct. So anyway, now if we draw, it'll automatically divide our cube, which is like, it seems trivial as a feature in CG now, but back in my day, that was newfangled invention that was revolutionary. You hear? We're just gonna smooth this out. We can, which this is way easier with a tablet and a pen, by the way, which I do have, but I haven't used in a while. My Cintiq is actually like, it still works as a monitor, but it's kind of like splotchy. Like I guess it's just showing its age. It's kind of going bad. This duck is looking fantastic. So use Blender 2.8 too for Revolt, old RC game. Man, they've added so much cool stuff to like Blender 3 and above. Like geometry nodes are really cool. I use those at work fairly frequently. I use Blender for a full-time job. I'm gonna use the grab here and the pinch. I'm glad I still remember most of these hotkeys. I'm gonna smooth that out just to get a little duck tail there. Not looking super great, but you know, gotta start somewhere. So Kenzie, I don't know if you're still here or not, but do you have to model your models in Unity, or do you get to use actual 3D software for your 3D game? Because modeling in a game engine sounds like hell. Hey, it's starting to look like a duck, kinda, maybe, allegedly. Again, way easier on a tablet, which I didn't even agree with until I was older, until I used a tablet extensively in school. But now the benefit of God, that looks kinky. Oh no, what have I done? So this one, you're having to model in Unity. That's some that's what we call bullshit. Okay, now it's coming together. Yeah, I had to. I'm starting to think it might have been smarter to start with a couple spheres and like Boolean them together and then do dynamic topology. That would have been smarter. But we're already this far, so I might as well make my shitty ass duck. And I don't know how to make this look good and still fit the fist hitbox. I think 5 weeks you have, and they can't be bothered teaching us extra software. That's fair, I suppose. But still, modeling in game development software is no bueno. The very ugly duckling, yeah. Yeah, I see that, Pizza Chew. Oh god. This is like mega bad, because the head's gonna need to be smaller since it has to fit within the old fist hitbox. How can I make this? Creatively speaking, how can I make this fit in the old hitbox while still making it look like a duck? The duck is beautiful. Maybe if I like move the head down. Trust. It'll just be like, do y'all remember No Neck Ed? It'll just be like him as a duck. From 90 Day Fiancé. Oh, you can't see. Okay, there we go. Now you can see it. Do you like the duck dog toys? I want it to be like a cute rubber duck though. Why is Ed on screen? Ed and Liz finally broke up. I did not keep up with them after PewDiePie covered it. I was just like, that's pretty funny, and then moved on with my life. Yeah! Oh my god, nailed it. There's nothing wrong with looking a specific way, obviously, but this guy's personality was wild, if I remember correctly. Thought I'd never see this pathetic man on screen. He became even worse after 90 Day Fiancé. So, and this is a fist. We need to like match the fist shape and size. He made his own show, pretty much. He still does it. Now I'm curious. Okay. You've got me. You've piqued my interests. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't really do a life update for y'all. So, since the last time you saw me, I've been dating the same girl since June last year. Before that, that's just when we officially called it a relationship. She moved in right before Christmas, and now we have 4 cats. So that's pretty cool. I'll show you some pictures. So first of all, on Facebook, This is us. We look pretty good together. This was at the tree lighting ceremony around Christmas. The girl from right after the grilled cheese stream? I think that was even longer ago. When did I make grilled cheese? And then let me find some pictures of our cats. That was last year. Oh, yeah, 2023 or 2022. Looking for cat. I take a lot of pictures and videos since I do that second a day thing, which y'all should check out my year-long second a day, by the way. It's pretty cool. I was happy with it. So this is Miss Sabrina. She is a beautiful part ragdoll, or not part ragdoll, part Maine Coon. She's mostly Maine Coon and some other stuff mixed in there. This is one of Rebecca's cats. And then her other cat, let me take this off screen so you don't see all my personal photos. This is Salem. He's solid black and he likes sitting on the counter and in my sink. It's shame to admit it, but you lost a game to Seattle. Has Fortnite finally started the split screen back up? I don't know. What's up, Dorwolf? How's it going? The grilled cheese stream was 2020. Oh, yeah, that was way before I met her then. So that's us. We're cute. This is one of her cats. And then Sabrina was the other cat that I showed. And I had 2 cats already. So we ordered a litter robot to help us to automatically scoop, but it hasn't come in the mail yet. They said it would ship in 1 to 3 days. It's been about a week and a half and it still hasn't shipped yet. So I'm a little bit annoyed there, if I do say so myself. But it will hopefully be cool. That's my life right now. We're just hanging out. We play Fortnite a lot, although I think I'm done this season. FedEx all over again. Yeah. Yeah, so, what was I gonna say? Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Fortnite together. Not on split screen, though. She just brings her laptop out because she likes having her own screen. And then I play on the PlayStation, which I'm getting better at controller, but I think I'm done with Fortnite this season because the Reaper sniper rifle is goddamn bullshit. We're both goated at it, to be honest. Hell yeah, professional Fortniters. Except last night we were playing and two games in a row pretty much. Maybe not in a row, 2 games though. I was moving sporadically, had really good movement. I didn't stand still even for a second. Headshot sniped in the top 10 by someone I didn't even know existed. Dead in 1 hit from 200 health from someone I didn't even know existed. It is the lowest skill. It is the lowest skill, lowest risk, highest reward weapon Fortnite has ever seen. It's ridiculous and I hate it. Literally no risk at all. You just point and click at someone who doesn't even know you exist and they die instantly. It's so infuriating. And then one time in one match last night, I even got headshot sniped mid-air while I was using the little grapple tool thing. So it's way too easy to use. If you have the scope attachment that's 2x, then it doesn't even have a glint to show someone that they're sniping you. Way too easy to use, way too powerful, and needs to be nerfed. They should just take all snipers out of Fortnite. I considered, for anyone from my work watching, this is a joke, heads up. I considered quitting my job so I could go get a job at Epic and slowly work my way up the ranks to a manager position, eventually get access to the files, and then accidentally do a recursive remove in Linux of all files associated with snipers. But then I figured that would be like a multi-year effort, and Fortnite might not even be around that long, so it's probably not worth it. After all these years, Fortnite is still boring, subjective opinion. That's fair. It's not for everyone. I will say, you should give the Lego mode a try. That's pretty fun. It's kind of like Minecraft, but with Legos and in Fortnite. So if you have any Fortnite skins, you can use them in the Lego mode. I even did a short on that. Let's see. On my favorite ones. Because surprisingly, you don't have to pay anything
Lego
extra.
Fortnite skins. Coming in at number 10, I love Leviathan.
You just get all the Lego versions for
angry
free.
Fish head. Notice the little tail on the back too. At number 9, Lieutenant Evergreen is rocking the holiday spirit. Love the hat. At number 8, Mr. Beast is ready to make it rain.
Oh, and then all the
They
emotes,
nailed
or a lot of
Fortnite
emotes
this
were
year.
retailored
Number
for Lego
7, I
mode
love
too,
how
which is
Ark
really
has
cool.
her signature floating halo
Skins are
even
free in
the Lego
Minecraft.
world.
That's
At
fair.
number 6, Bushranger is just too cute. At number 5, Ghost Rider's Fire has this really cool glowing effect.
But they put a
At
lot of
number
detail
4,
into
Crackshot
these. I
looks
was really
like he
impressed with it.
At number 3, Fishstick still has his derpy charm. At number 2, the brat just makes me hungry. And my absolute favorite, Adventure Peely looks like he was designed from the ground up for the Lego mode.
Is it cringe? Yes. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The Lego mode's really fun though. I will stand by that statement. Fortnite Festival will be fun, Kenzie. Once they have plastic instrument integration, because I want to be able to use my old Guitar Hero guitar to play Fortnite Festival, and until then it's just kind of boring. Which they've confirmed two things. One, there will be support for plastic instruments, but two, Epic is not going to make any first party plastic instruments for it. They've already said they have no intention of doing that. But they will support third party ones, so hopefully we'll see like a licensed Peely guitar at some point, because I would buy the shit out of that. Yeah, it's like a no-neck Ed duck. And then we'll smooth all this out when we're retopologizing. We're just trying to get a basic shape in right now. And then let's go ahead and give him a beak, I suppose. If this ever happens to you in Blender, where you're zooming in and it clips, the easy way to fix that is to go over here to your view, and then where it says clip start, set that to a lower number, like 0.01. So now if we zoom in, we can get a whole lot closer while still in perspective mode before it starts clipping. Useful Blender tip. You've been really big into Lethal Company at the moment. I'm just gonna sort of paint here. Actually didn't know that. Hooray! I said something useful. And then you'll also notice, so when I'm working on models at work, I work on them at real world scale. So usually they're like 2 inches. So for instance, let's say this is 2 inches by 2 inches by 2 inches. Can zoom in on it, get really close. If I get really close with the camera, for instance. Oh, my camera's hidden. Where is it? That's the question. There it is. I'm just gonna put this under the scene collection. If I get like really close to this with the camera, I think I changed my world units. Here with the fist. But let's say that the camera is set to like 1000 and 0.001, so we can zoom in really close. Man, it's not doing what I want it to. Maybe I need, Anyway, sometimes... Yeah, it's not doing it. You're making couscous right now? The one time I made couscous, it was kind of slimy. Let me start a new Blender file so I can demonstrate what I was demonstrating. Oh, why am I not in Blender 4? I mean, let's say that this is like 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch. We have like 2 cubes stacked. And we want to get in really close. On the camera, for instance. Which that applies, the same trick applies to the camera. I guess they fixed it. It used to look weird. Oh, maybe it's... No? Let's see. How did I manage that? To make it slimy? Hell if I know. I've only made couscous once. Huh. It's not doing it at all. Wow. Maybe it's just on more complicated objects. Ignore this part of the advice because this was useless. Fort Bush. For people on YouTube, that was an emoji. Yeah, bizarre. Maybe too much water. Yeah, probably too much water. Anyway, we don't need this cube. Oh, here's another useful Blender tip if you're trying to frame something perfectly in camera. If you select an object and set frame camera bounds, it'll perfectly center the camera on it. Let me get back into object mode. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Align active camera to selected and it'll perfectly frame the object in the camera. So then you can just zoom out a little bit to frame it nicely. We do this all the time for product renders at work. I'm gonna redo that. So here's a nifty tip, and so here's a. Now I'm getting in my head because I'm probably gonna make a short out of this. So here's a cool Blender tip for framing your objects in your camera. If you just select your object, hit F3 to bring up the search menu, and hit Align Active Camera to Selected. It'll automatically frame the object into your camera, and then you can just move your camera out a little bit to give it a little bit of a border, and you have a perfectly framed object for render. How cool is that? Yay! That's actually a really useful one. I love that one. It's a good tip. I didn't know that for the longest time when I was starting Blender. It's just the small tips that speed up your workflow that are super worthwhile. Let's go back to sculpt mode. Our dynamic topology is probably off again since we went into edit mode. The simplest things are so worth it. I agree. I have a YouTube short planned that I'm actually gonna record talking about bevels, because objects look way nicer when they're beveled a little bit to catch the light. Like that looks objectively better than the hard edged cube. It looks more believable because there's no such thing as a perfectly sharp edge in real life other than like maybe a knife or something. But the problem is this adds a whole lot of polygons. Like this object is 588 edges and 294 faces, which when you're trying to build a game for mobile VR, that's a little bit much. So my friend showed me a cool trick where you can get away with just beveling it once, and then add a hardened normals modifier. Yeah. You probably know this one if you've worked on games anyway. Oh yeah, weighted normals. And then set it to auto smooth, and now it looks just like the nice bevel from a distance, but with only one extra edge, which is super nice. Well, if we had it shaded smooth without the weighted normals, it would look bad. So that's a YouTube short that I have planned to actually record. That one's done better off stream. Okay, back to sculpt mode. My cat is meowing at the door. It's not dinner time yet, girl. You want to see my cat? Although that would be really mean to let her in and then kick her out. I know some of you are team dog, which is objectively the wrong team. I want to pinch this in to match. Probably sculpt out some additional detail here. Smooth it a little bit. You used to be team dog. Are you team cat now or team duck? I guess you're just team duck, huh? I'll go open the door and let her in. This is not the one that was meowing, but he's the one who came running when she ran away. This is Chowder. Say hi, camera Chowder. He's very cute, but he's also a menace. Oh, he sees himself. That's cute. Oh, buddy. Oh, you can probably hear him purr. Purr for the camera. Oh. Oh, he wants down. I'm gonna open him back upstairs. Oh, my other one is being timid. She keeps running away from the door every time I open it, even though she's meowing to get in. couscous is done and it isn't slimy. I'm proud of you. Okay. Let's work on this profile a little bit, and then once we retopo it, that'll be easier too. We're just trying to get basic shapes in place here. Up and down and up and down the stairs. That's the problem with the townhouse. So if you try to pinch while you're in dynamic topology, it just keeps joining the faces, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, you can also turn that off. You can go to just subdivide, so it won't collapse your geometry. Which is useful because you want the detail before you retopologize. Looks like some play toy that when you squeeze it, the eyes come out. Oh, great heavens. You know, that gives me an idea, though. What if whenever you punch things, it, like, its eyes, like, pop out? That would be really funny. I'll probably just add the eyes in later. We just want to get the basic duck shape down. Which I'm not happy with this yet. If you want to move... Now it looks like a Squidward duck. Oh, I hate my life. Oh. Good Squidward impression there, Chris. Yeah, I'm not happy with this. We're gonna try this again. God, I'm rusty. I'll probably just do that for the tail. Get the front out like that. Now we can hide that since we got the general shape. I probably want to mirror this, make my life a little bit easier. I know I said sculpting would be the best way to do this, but I changed my goddamn mind. It probably would actually be the best way to do it, but I'm more experienced at polygon modeling. I used to actually really like ZBrush though. I haven't played with it in a really long time. And then Maxon bought ZBrush, which was a huge disaster in my opinion. now it's a subscription model. Blarg. Remember ZBrush being a common tool in the early 2000s? It's still a very common tool. It's the industry standard for modeling organic stuff. So then I think we just take a sphere and sort of like plan the shape out here. It's because it's also a fist, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It could just be like ducked in like this. I think this is the step we were missing. We're just trying to plan out shapes right now and then retopologize it. Something like that we could make work potentially. So unhide the fist. And then we'll like exaggerate the ass a little bit so that we know where the hitbox is, and exaggerate the tail rotating up a little bit. Apologize if you randomly stop messaging. You're gonna be here, but you start work in 6 hours, so you're gonna try and sleep. I'm gonna stay on stream though. I appreciate it, Kenzie. Hey, what's up, Team Western? How's it going? So it doesn't look too odd. It still matches the criteria for our fist hitbox, but it also looks like a little duck, potentially, allegedly. Trying to learn Blender. What tip to start off? Man, I wish I could recommend my own learning series, but it's outdated at this point. So I would just go watch Andrew Price's donut tutorial. It's a really good tutorial series. The guy's good at teaching beginners Blender. So if you just type Andrew Price donut Blender 4.0 and click the first result, this playlist will teach you everything you need to know to get started with Blender. Looks like a generic duck, but also a unique duck, unlike some asset from Unity. We'll make it even more unique. Maybe we'll give him like some sunglasses or something. Can I send that, please? Literally just type Blender 4.0 donut into the YouTube search. YouTube.com Blender 4.0 donut. First playlist result. How much bananas should you put in your blender? So I'm more of a fan of sorbet, so like I don't include the banana. But I will say, like, so if you add banana to a blender or like one of those machines, you can make like fake ice cream texture using a banana and no milk. It's like dairy-free ice cream, but I don't like the flavor that ends up being. So I like to do like mango raspberry sorbet, and that shit is dope. What am I making? I'm making a rubber duck fist. So I'm working on an unlockable fist for my VR game. You'll unlock this one by ducking under a certain amount of laser obstacles in the game. So I figured what better shape to make the unlockable fist than a duck to represent ducking. So I just have to make sure it fits within my hitbox bounds and makes sense. Yes, it's a VR game where you punch things. Let's see, so we look at our hitboxes. We probably want to bring this up a little bit. This is just not going to have a hitbox to it. I'm still making the same punching VR game because I want to actually finish it this time. And then I'll move on to a new project, ideally. Give him a smaller head. Bigger head? Hopefully Chris will finish this. Hopefully Chris will finish this game in 2024 and say good riddance and then get back to his life. If people on Oculus like it, I'll keep working on it and adding features. I have ideas. I just want to get a version 1 done first. I guess if the collision boxes aren't perfect, it's fine. There's an RPG in your palette since you like MTGs, and like, I'm a one-man team, so doing an RPG would be a gigantic undertaking. Add it to my playlist. I would love to make a roguelike of some sort, though. Oh, the tutorial you added to your playlist. OBS disconnected and then reconnected. That's not good. Is my internet fucking up? I wouldn't be surprised. Xfinity is trash. Okay, maybe... I have to make sure I continue to match the general hitbox, otherwise it's not gonna make sense in game. Oh, OBS told me it disconnected, so it probably briefly disconnected from YouTube. Duck. Here's what we can do. So what's this for anyway? I just explained that. Has there been any major releases since Half-Life Alyx? Yes. Yes, there have. Actually, very recently. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. So Pizzachu, this is gonna be an unlockable fist in my game that's shaped like a rubber duck, and it's gonna be awarded to the player for ducking under enough laser obstacles. Major releases, there was Asgard's Wrath 2. Came out in December and got a perfect 10 out of 10 on IGN. It's like a full open RPG in VR. It's really impressive, honestly. I haven't played through the whole thing yet, but I did start it since I got it for free for buying the Quest 3. Should the duck face the player or away from the player? Right now, I'm having it face the player, and I figure you'll like hit things with the duck's ass, but It's subject to change. I figured if you're holding your fists up and punching stuff, you'd probably rather see the duck's face than its butt. Duck is going on the registry? What do you mean? Like the naughty registry? Like the not allowed in certain neighborhoods because there are too many children registry? That's fair. The cuteness needs to face you. God, I love the mirror modifier. It's making my life easy. And when my girlfriend gets back from therapy tonight, we're going to watch the rest of The Night at the Museum 3. You can't just go around slapping people with your bare toe. I still, the goddamn YouTube emoji thing, I couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. Let's see. I'm just gonna delete. Oh, delete. There we go. Now I can read a little bit better. Hooray. Collapsible? I just delete things. I don't give a fuck. Oh no, now it's an adult stream because I said the F word. Is it normal to have therapy appointment this late? It's only like 8:26. Yeah, normal is like 7. Need to get to sleep. Working at 4 a.m. tomorrow. Dear God, I hope you. Oh wow, that's early. Have a good night, Jen Cartridge. Damn. And may the odds be ever in your favor, I suppose. Just assume they would be like any other clinic, most closed between 4 and 6. I guess that's fair. I guess different offices have their own different policies and hours and such. I don't know. The one time I went to, or not like the one time, because I went to him multiple times. When I was seeing a therapist, it was middle of the day, so. I guess to each their own. I guess it just depends on the hours the person wants to work. Especially if it's like a private practice, maybe. I don't know. I never really thought about it. I think smaller beak is cuter. Okay, so my cat keeps meowing at the door, but then when I open the door, she runs away. It's very annoyando. Annoying. Oh, I don't think I ever posted my going live tweet. Man, I did not do great today. But you know what? That's okay. First stream of the year doesn't have to be perfect. You know, we could even make this like a fancy rubber duck that has detail. Look at this. Looks pretty good. Can always do great tomorrow. Next stream will probably be Saturday morning. So, oh, that was one of my other goals when I was talking about goals earlier. Stream 45 times this year. Because I want to stream weekly. I think my girlfriend just got home because I heard the door open. I want to stream weekly, but I can't promise every single week. Like last week I had a cold, so I couldn't stream. So I figure 45 times is a good achievable number. I want to shoot for once a week. Some weeks I might do extra, but otherwise focus on making shorts and TikToks out of stream content to try to grow the channel and market my game. So that be the goal. I think it's a good goal. So maybe Saturday morning. And then evening I'll work on YouTube short stuff because I need to start posting shorts and TikToks to promote the game and the stream. TikTok is like a really good way to get eyeballs on things. Their algorithm is fantastic, even if it is scummy and terrible. I just got, and the cool thing we can do here is make that sharp. Hell yeah. It's a duck. And we're gonna have to lower the poly count for that, of course. I guess the duck fists, it's not really gonna matter which fist it is. I guess the thumb could be the little side feather and then not really do a side feather on the other side. Also, I just realized Twitch still doesn't have quality selection settings guaranteed. That's pretty behind the times. Yeah, so to make this not symmetric, We'll have to turn off the mirror modifier. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate all my progress, put it in the Nope collection just as a backup. And then let's try to match this a little bit better. So this will be our left fist, and then we can just flip it for the right, but, you know. You know. And then, in terms of rubber duck reference, and I wish I had a better side view of this one. But I guess we can kind of innovate here and come up with our own little solution. So we'll squish in this side a little bit. Maybe rotate the head some. And then add the feather. It's gonna look messy at first, but bear with me. Allegedly. TM. I have a really ugly little feather that we can try to fix here. This is always hard to fit it within the topology. But you're dealing with our expert. And then we may need to add subdivisions here to shape this a little bit better. I'm starting to think this fist idea is gonna be kind of bad. Alright, let me undo everything I did with this feather, and let's just add it as a separate object for now, and then when we retopologize it, we'll combine it. Whoops, okay. This is why we have backups. Put you under Nope. Go back to Nope and grab the one that's not. Apply the mirror again. Go ahead and squish in this side again. Do our little feather, you know, like so. looks bad. Oh, you know what I need to do? Definitely delete these 4 faces. So we do want this one to have the back face so it can stick out a little bit like a wing, but these ones, no sir. Ooh, yeah, I really needed that extra edge. That looks way better. So a couple options here for the eyes. We could do the typical like button eyes kind of that these ducks tend to have that are just like solid black circles. Kind of like that. Or we could do sunglasses, which would be objectively cooler because sunglasses increase your cool points by 8 trillion. What would that look like though? Because we'd want it to be part of the duck, like rubber. Here. This is probably unnecessary. Well, it basically matches the hitbox. And if people are unhappy with how it matches the hitbox, they don't have to use the fist. So that's one way to look at it too. He's got kind of a square ass, but like kind of needs to match the hitbox. Try to do some sunglasses. Sunglasses are hard. Bucky needs to hit the gym to build those glutes up. We can, there, now he's got some glutes. Does this satisfy you? I feel like this stream is no longer family friendly. What the hell did you join to? Sorry. I was told that the duck needs stronger glutes. I'm making a rubber duck unlockable fist for my VR game where you punch things. So it needs to match the collision bounds of the fists, but it also needs to look like a rubber duck. So it's quite a challenge. Weren't wrong about that. What, the glutes, the kneading glutes? I don't want to stray too far outside of the fist hitboxes, but it do still gotta look like a duck, kinda. Also, welcome to the chat, Akira. I think I'm gonna give this duck some sunglasses, and then we're gonna retopologize all of this to make it better for mobile VR. So sunglasses are a little more tricky than you would imagine. Let's see if there's already any examples online that are any good. This one's pretty good. Minus the hat. Save this as some reference. This one doesn't really show us how it interacts in 3D. These ones, I don't like this style of sunglass where it's like a rod and another rod. This one's not terrible, but they're really big. Oh, that's also a weird image file format. So anyway, I'm working on a VR game where you punch things. And when you start the game, you have all these different fists you can choose from to punch with. I'll go ahead and do a preview. With this little table that pops up and shows you all your fists that you can choose from, which you unlock these by playing the game. So like a skeleton one, like a gold one, etc., etc. So I'm working on a rubber duck one that you unlock for ducking under a certain amount of laser obstacles. Should give him a bucket hat. Man, I wish. I think that it's already a little far outside of the collision box bounds, which worries me a little bit. I guess I could just give him like the traditional like circle duck eyes. Although sunglasses are objectively cooler. Let's just jump in, see what we can come up with. Some aviators would be dope. That's like the police looking sunglasses, right? Yeah. I can make something similar shape, I suppose. Oh, what is this AVIF image format? WebP, I hate WebP. Just give me a goddamn JPEG or PNG. WebP, Jesus Christ. AVIF. Is nothing just like a regular ass JPEG or PNG anymore? Jesus Christ. AVIF. There's a way around it. I can always just go into paint. Or Photoshop. Photoshop works too. Aviators. That general shape. I'll see what I can do. Which means let's turn on clipping. Make that. Here's our aviator reference. So it looks like there's a bar. Like so. Maybe even bevel it real quick. Probably completely unnecessary for how big this is. Let's go ahead and just make a circle. Join it in. What are my goals, bro? Oh, I went over that earlier in the stream. What are your goals? No, I talked about what makes a SMART acronym goal, which I think is important. Being sober and paying off car. Those are pretty good goals. Respectable goals. I don't know, like how big aviators are relative to face. Probably move them up a little bit. My goals are finish and release Punch Palm on the Oculus Quest App Lab, get down to 185 pounds from my undisclosed current weight, fully fund an emergency fund in my high yield savings account, and stream 45 times this year. I'd also like to get the Chris Folia Makes Things channel off the ground and monetized, but that's like a stretch goal and not a real like goal because in my acronym, so this is a well-known acronym. I didn't come up with it. SMART is, at least. I added the S, but it stands for shit, I had this written down. Stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, and self-reliant is the S that I added. The problem with this goal is that it's not self-reliant. Getting it off the ground and monetized is based largely on the audience, and which, I mean, that is based on me, how well I can grow it, how engaging the content I make is, but getting it off the ground is also reliant on whether people subscribe or whether they watch. So it's not completely reliant on myself, which makes it kind of a bad goal. So it's kind of like a stretch goal that I'd like to achieve, but I'm not gonna beat myself up if I don't. On the other hand, these ones are all completely self-reliant. So if I don't finish them, I can tell myself I suck and beat myself up and cry or something. Another goal is to play Fortnite again. God, no. No, Rebecca and I have actually been playing Fortnite a good amount, but I think I'm done after last night for this season, just because of the Reaper sniper rifle is the most broken weapon ever. tired of getting headshotted by a bunch of no skill 8-year-olds. Have I seen Lethal Company? I have not. Yeah, so right now, I'm making an unlockable fist. You just want to get your bike paid off this year. That's a good goal. I've not seen Lethal Company. Right now, Sean, I'm working on an unlockable duck fist for my VR game, because the player unlocks it when they duck under enough obstacles. So I say every new Fortnite weapon is the most broken thing ever. Okay, but it's a sniper, bends a lot. It's a sniper rifle. And the problem with it, I'll go into rant mode here. The problem with, why is my microphone so fuzzy? Oh, I got fuzzies all over it. I need to clean this off more often so I don't look like an amateur. No, it's, so first of all weapons are now projectile based in Fortnite. There's no more hit scan as of the new season. But the new sniper rifle, the bullet drop is almost non-existent at medium to long range, and it travels so fast, you basically just have to point and click to kill someone. It does over 200 damage headshot, which does not belong in a battle royale game, because you spend 20 minutes or so gathering up loot and getting to a good position and building up your inventory and getting a good spot on the map and whatnot. You spend all this time building up the story and building up your journey throughout the match, and then it's all over in an instant by one person 200 meters away you did not even know existed. In one shot. I don't think any weapon, especially ranged weapon, should do over 200 damage in one shot, even if it's a headshot. And then the other problem is how easy the Reaper sniper rifle is to use. Because of the new weapon mod attachment system in Fortnite, first of all, there's no glint or glare telling you someone's aiming at you if they use the 2x scope. And then secondly, a lot of people are taking it in place of a shotgun or an assault rifle because it's just that effective and easy to headshot people in one hit with. So it takes a whole lot of no skill, and it feels really bad when you get headshot sniped when you're in the top 10, which happened to me twice last night while I was moving around sporadically. Also, what's up, Nate? It just feels like you're watching a movie and you're really invested in this character, and you spend 2 hours following their journey and you're waiting for this ultimate climax, and then all of a sudden you're robbed of that when they just get shot straight through the head and it rolls to credits. No conclusion to their story arc or anything. It just ends. That's what every single Fortnite match feels like right now, because you've put all this effort into building it up, and then you're just dead in a one tap by someone you didn't even know existed 200 meters away. No way to combat that other than just staying in a building or building a box and staying in the box the whole round, which encourages really boring gameplay. Big vibes. Goat turquoise horns. So the game would be better off without snipers. I suspect, as I have always suspected, that snipers literally only exist in Fortnite to make 8-year-olds feel like they're good at the game. Haven't touched Fortnite in over a year. Seems like a ton has changed. Yeah, a whole new chapter, which other than the Reaper sniper rifle, I think is great. I like the new map. I like the new movement. I like the medallions. I fucking hate the Reaper sniper rifle. And don't get me wrong, it is fun to snipe people. It always has been in Fortnite. It feels good to snipe people. It feels like you got cheated really hard on the other end of it. At least, yeah, that's because they haven't gotten rid of snipers yet. Ben's a lot. Also, Sean, I noticed you're in the YouTube chat, but I'm also live on your home site, Twitch. I'm multi-streaming. Cause why not? You just got off Twitch a bit ago. Were you live? I didn't think you haven't been live in a while. As far as I knew. You're live nearly every day? I did not know that. I don't know why Twitch app doesn't send me notifications for things. I might have turned it off a while ago for other reasons. Like before I even knew you. Now that I think about it, I don't get Twitch notifications at all. Maybe you know follow you. No, I don't get notifications for anyone I follow you. I definitely follow you. Well, now the duck has a... Oh, I guess he needs the little thing. Hey, thanks for the follow, Akira. I appreciate it. I promise I'm better at Blender than I'm showing on this shitty ass duck that I'm making. I'm determined to make this shitty ass duck now. You just started Monster Hunter and updated the stream overlays. That's cool. I decided I'm gonna focus on making short form content and streams for my game development journey this year and see if I can market my game that way. Is my goal. Knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, make cool content, and finish my game. Oh, and then also, Akira, there's some stuff in Fortnite that I really like now. They added some different game modes, like official game modes, not like creative game modes that other people made. They added a Fortnite Lego mode that's kind of like Minecraft, but it's like an entire separate game within Fortnite. If you want to play some games, you have a little group for co-op games. Like what kind of games? I'm not gonna play games on stream probably. If I do, it's gonna be Elden Ring because I'm dying to start a sorcerer build for that, or a magic user build for that, since my first playthrough has been a dexterity melee build. But probably no game streams for me. I'm just gonna focus on my game development and leave games to off stream. Like I tried to do the Magic the Gathering YouTube channel last year and it was growing really well, but then I realized that making content on Magic the Gathering made Magic not fun for me, so I'd rather just keep it as a hobby. Among Us, Phasmo, Monster Hunter, Played Up, etc. I do like Phasmo. That's a fun game. As long as you don't mind me shouting the ghost's name. Because that is the best way to find the ghost. They're turning Fortnite into a better Roblox. You won't be embarrassed to play as an adult. It's really incredible what they're... Yeah. It's pretty awesome. And then Fortnite Festival is really cool too. I would say this is a pretty cool looking dapper duck. Maybe he needs like a leather jacket or something. I'm overthinking this. Oh, it's 9:10. I need to go feed my cats. I'll be right back. I have returned, I suppose, allegedly. I think this little duck is looking pretty dapper, if I do say so myself. And he more or less matches the hitbox of the fist that we have established. If we let's take our duck and put it in its own little collection. Duck fist. And now you can see how it matches. It basically matches the hitbox. We could probably make him a little bit shorter. That looks pretty good. Over the next 10 years, there'll be an official Fortnite game mode for every game genre. Still amazed how I do this. I appreciate that. I'm working on... and like the game's looking pretty good. It basically works. It's just adding features and getting the... I guess even scoring works now because we have the scoreboard set up. So now it's locking in all of the unlocks and achievements and then tweaking the gameplay so that it is like the difficulty curve is good. Right now it starts out too easy and stays easy for too long, so I need to tweak that, but otherwise the game basically works. So I think I'll be able to finish this pretty easily in the first half of the year, hopefully. At least version 1. Then I have ideas for stretch goals if people like the game. If not, I'll move on to other things and projects to make. I might, later this year, I might make a couple more Magic the Gathering deck tech videos just for fun. Because I have some decks that I've made that I think are very fun. And I think I'm gonna get to Twitch affiliate again, because I originally ended the contract when they were like, no multi-streaming and you can't do stuff on other platforms. But since they've changed their rules a bit, there's no reason not to have an affiliate option and some custom emotes and stuff again. Which I would never recommend people spend their money on me. Like $5 a month or whatever, unless they're getting something out of it. But I would happily recommend people use their free Twitch Prime. Because why the hell not? That's Jeff Bezos's money. Oh wow, I really misjudged that distance. Change some settings here. Make them good emotes. I already had some emotes. I'll probably rework to make funnier emotes. Let's see. I think you won't be able to see these, but I can post them on Twitch. Twitch.tv/ChrisFolia. Those are my emotes that I used to have. I still have access to them for some reason, even though I'm not an affiliate. So I like the little fish that's waving. And I like the mega oof. But probably replace the other ones with something funnier or more interesting. I think the aviators are cool. I think that was a good call from Akira. And then I think as a stylistic choice, we leave the little feather off of the other side, because it'll be like representative of the player's thumb. So now we need to get this down to a reasonable amount of polygons. Now that we have a shape that we like. Or maybe what we do is we rotate this one out more. And then have this one rotated in more. No, I feel like it just doesn't feel like a yeah. Just have the feather on the thumb side, I think. He's gonna have a no neck. Or we can even slide this in some. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sean. I appreciate it. Which that little follow animation I made myself a while ago, long time ago. I made a lot of fun stuff for my stream. Let's see, Twitch, elements. So I've got my different backgrounds. We have my aquarium. We have life advice. We have story time. I had some other ones too that I don't currently have set up. And then we also have, oh, I had a joke corner that I made. I don't have a render of that currently. I had science with Chris. Oh, this is the new follow animation. A lot of iterations on this. Probably make a new one eventually for the game development streams. Had a whole mascot dude. I had a cooking with Chris. This one was cool. I was proud of this one. It looks like a kitchen. Had crafting with Chris that I never finished. Actually doesn't look too bad. I had a fortune teller background where I could do fake tarot readings. Those are your emotes. You have a bunch. Nice. Oh wait, nope, nope. Oh, none of them are repeats. Damn. Let's see. Oh, I had some cool starting soon screens. Remember the streams we made those? Yeah. Got some new overlays today and they're so cozy. That's awesome. I'm gonna stick with my aquarium for a while and otherwise keep it super simple. I'm just here to make a game and hang out. But I'm pretty happy with how the aquarium looks. It's got the cool light pattern on the sand in the background. This is not simple, my bud. No, it is simple because it's just an aquarium with fish. No fish in it either. And more aquarium. Oh, that's the cat cam that doesn't exist currently because the cats aren't allowed in my office until I get it organized. which is a work in progress. We got the upstairs closet and the mid-floor closet organized, which means there's a lot of junk in my office now. So now the next step is the garage. Probably throw a bunch of stuff away and then figure out storage situation there. Hey, I appreciate the follow. Stellar Axel. That's a cool name. Stellar is an underused word in the English language. It's pretty stellar if I do say so myself. I think for the fist, we want to rotate the... Oh, y'all can't see what I'm working on. I think we want to rotate the head a little bit so he's looking inward. Symmetry is the death of believability in CG. He looks kind of like a pigeon with his little like contracted neck, but I have to keep it within the bounds of the hitbox. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into those. Oh, I also had like the starting soon screens and stuff. Wonder where I put those. Oh, I had the daily challenge animation that I did. For daily challenges on streams, those were fun. I had a lot of fun making those animations though. That's kind of what I I appreciate it, Sean. That's kind of what I enjoyed doing the most, was like making the fun little animations for the stream. Oh, nope. Follow animation, I think it was. This was like a little pop-up that I had where it like encouraged people to follow. God, these were so much fun to make. Where's the good one? Oh, here's the good one. I did a spicy subs where I would eat hot sauce like for subscribers or whatever. And he like lit on fire and that was dumb. That was fun shit. Yeah, that's the stuff I used to do. But the animation of that stuff was fun. So then the I can show you the current one, the aquarium. And file open. G documents. Which this one was only like a night's worth of work. It wasn't too hard. I felt like it turned out pretty cool. Oh, I appreciate it, Ben's a lot. No, this one I'm really proud of for how I figured out how to do the coral. Let me find it. Twitch Elements. Is it 2022 just chatting? I guess it is. No. Aquarium? Oh, is it? I guess it is 2022. When did I modify this? Oh no, 2023. I knew it. So all of the coral was done using materials. So like, it's just a whole bunch of really simple spheres in the background. But if you render it, it uses displacement maps on the materials. to turn the geometry into more interesting objects. It takes a while to render, but it looks really cool. Give it a second. It's figuring it out. Like I said, it takes a while to render, especially the first time you boot it up in a while. If it will even go. Do I have something? Oh, did I freeze it? This also takes a while because I have volumetrics involved, which are a whole other thing. Might have to reopen this. Oh? Is it gonna respond? I'm sitting here bragging about how easy it is, and then the whole thing just crashes. I deserve this. Oh, I deserve this. Let's try Blender 4. I don't even know how I ended up opening Blender 3 by accident for the duck. G documents, Twitch, Elements 2022 6 open. Okay, and render. How's life? While we wait for this to decide if it's gonna work or not. I do have optics enabled. Well, it'll hopefully figure it out eventually. In the meantime, I'm gonna continue working on my duck. I think it looks pretty solid, like in terms of a duck fist. So I guess it's time to start retopologizing. That's gonna be the hard part, is getting all of this on one geometry. Because we want it to look like, the reason you don't want to have separate objects isn't like, it doesn't actually matter if you have a bunch of separate objects for a game object, but it'll look more like a rubber duck if it's all connected and then the textures are painted on. Come on, render the goddamn thing. This is not the rocket science. I'm gonna try to go back to wireframe and see if it'll let me. So this all needs to be one continuous object. Now that I'm more or less happy with the shape, I think. I wish we could have the head up further, but it really needs to stay closer to within the hitbox bounds, which it's already getting a little bit far out of. I'd say it's worthwhile. Yeah, it doesn't want to render for some reason. I'll just leave it there and see if it ever respawns or if it crashes. That's what I get for trying to show off. So how you retopologize stuff in Blender is a pain in the... That's what Twitch is for, to show off. Oh, okay, we're back. Let's see if it'll go to rendered now. Please and thank you. There we go. Yeah, so like, if we pan around into this, let me hide the volumetrics. If I can figure out which one the volumetrics is. There's one, there's one. If we hide that and look at like the rock, notice how it's like all like rock shaped and whatnot. I didn't model any of that. It's all complete. And same with the coral here. Like notice how there's, I selected the wrong thing. It's hard to tell what's selected without outlines. See the orange outline? The little gumdrop shape is the geometry that I made, and the rest of it is done with materials. So it's a displacement material. It tells the geometry like how high or low it needs to be in the render. So if we look at this in the regular solid viewport mode, that's all that coral is. But then when you render it, it's like a cool coral shape. It's all using procedural node-based materials too. So it's all done like this, which is neat. Same with these ones. It's all similar materials. Got a whole bunch of cool different looking ones for just using materials. So like this looks like it's and it after it renders, it is like a bunch of little like sticky outy things. That sounded kinky, but it's really just this. This is the nerdiest thing you've stumbled on all night. That's fair. I can get nerdier if you wanna if you wanna talk about my new Magic the Gathering deck. Don't tempt me. So you can get all these really cool shapes just from the shader, which is nice. I've been trying to build. Vorinclex. I've rebuilt him like 3 or 4 times, and I can't get one that I like. These are all my Moxfield deck lists. Show off the MTG art that I did? Sure, why not? While I'm being overconfident. Editing drive, Oracle Fish, MTG videos, shorts, Watcher in the Water. So like I took the Magic cards and I made 3D projections out of them so they have depth. Which I thought was pretty cool. And it's not like it's not just like 2D layers. I actually took it and a 3D modeled like actual geometry to project onto, which is pretty cool. Then also did let's see, deck lists, Sivris, 3D projection. Also did like for this other video. I thought it looked pretty cool. It only looks cool while you're moving it around, of course, but there's like actual, again, 3D depth on all of the geometry. It can only go so far. You can see if I zoom in too far, it cuts off, but I was pretty happy with this. And you can see I modeled like the little squirrel and the dude by the tree and stuff. It was fun. I kind of abandoned my Magic YouTube channel because I wanted to keep Magic as a hobby. But I started Gandalf the White. Let's see. Oh, and then I also made it so does this work? Oh yeah, so like I made it so like the ring text rotates too. Which is kind of a fun effect for the ring treatment. And I was gonna make his cape flow in the wind, but I never got that far. I appreciate that. This isn't. I wouldn't call it talent. It's just years and years and years and years of doing stuff like this. It's just practice. I appreciate it. What else we got? Oh, I really liked this YouTube short I did. With Kethek Crucible
So here's
Goliath.
a cool interaction. Kethek Crucible Goliath lets you sacrifice a creature.
I liked
when
the
you're in
fire
game,
effect.
sort of
That one was pretty cool.
into a non-legendary creature with a lower mana value. I like to call it sack skating. Combine this with Prowling Geistcatcher, who exiles any creature we sacrifice to get back when she leaves the battlefield, and we can ultimately keep the creatures we sacrifice to Kethek as well as the creatures we sack skate for. But it gets even more interesting. If we steal our opponent's creatures until end of turn through active treason effects, sacrifice them to Kethek, and then sacrifice or destroy the Prowling Geistcatcher.
I like the
to
cutting
our
in half
opponent's
effect
creatures
too. I
with
thought that
Kethek.
turned out pretty
And
cool.
if we want to take it even further, we can throw in a Conjurer's Closet to get all of our sacrificed creatures back at the end of every one of our turns by blinking the Prowling Geistcatcher. How cool is that?
Those were fun, but trying to keep up with all of the constant like barrage of Magic the Gathering releases was not super fun, so I just kind of stopped doing that.
So here's a fun interaction.
But I liked the Vincer Corpse
That'll be
Puppet video.
Snow, thank you. Stop over.
Phyrexian is big old.
I was proud of this effect right here.
On turn 3, which I do a lot.
Like the CG handcuffs, I thought that was fun. So editing video is very fun. Trying to keep up with Magic the Gathering, very hard.
Later. The main strategy I chose.
Anyway, enough of that. I should get back to making my shitty rubber duck fist for my video game. What is this? So I'm working on a VR game where you punch things. I wonder. Can I might be able to show you what I'm working on. 'Cause it's connected. Start shutdown. Oh, cast. Beta cast 2.0. Alright, so you'll be able to see the headset. Bought a tablet to draw with, and I'm making you want to return it. No, tablets are great. I have my second monitor is a tablet. I used to use it all the time. I don't use it a whole lot anymore. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. This is a VR game that I've been working on for a while, off and on. gets a lot harder. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, fuck off. Give me a cool one. I just wanted to get to the green one. Oh, what's up, Sam? How's it going? So, right now, the difficulty curve is way too easy, which is something I need to work on. But that's what I'm working on tonight. I'm working on unlockable fist art. So I have I'm working on a rubber duck looking fist, because I figured it would be a funny unlock for ducking under lasers. Hope it. Oh, it's gonna go like whack 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 whack. So anyway, I want to get a certain amount of unlockable fists done, finish up achievements, add music, and work on the difficulty curve, and then release version 1.0 for like $5 on the Oculus App Lab. And then if people enjoy it, I will continue working on it on stream. Otherwise, I'll start new projects finally. I just owe it to myself to finally get this goddamn project off my shoulders. The PC version will always be in early access hell, I think, on Steam. But if I finish the Oculus Quest version, I think that's good enough for me in terms of getting it off my shoulders. Probably raise the enemies based on where players are holding their hands. So that's something that probably needs work. I have it set so that it calculates where your head is and then lowers them an arbitrary amount based on the height of your head. So I need to mess with that value, but it calculates where your head is when you start the game. So if you're ducking down when you start the game, you can make it really annoying for you. Is it gonna work on quest 1 or just 3? 2 and 3 confirmed, maybe performant enough for 1, maybe not. I'll need to test that more. Definitely works on 2 though. Notice where the hands are. I guess. Yeah, I guess I need to measure like from the center of my head to here to see how much lower I'd make it adjust through the game a little. The problem that I ran into there, adjusting through the game, just ask someone to T-pose, that's true. The problem with adjusting it throughout the game is if it polls to see where their head is while they're currently ducking under a laser, then that gets tricky because then they're going to start spawning significantly too low. So that's something to potentially figure out. I'm not going to worry about it for version 1. I'm just going to use an arbitrary value based on when they hit the start button. And there is a little like randomized variance in where they spawn vertically up and down by like a couple inches, just to add a little bit of variety. But eventually, like stretch goals, big stretch goals way after version 1, I want to add like bosses and stuff, but that's big stretch goals. Right now I just want to get version 1 out the door so I can move on with my life. 90% of my punches were downwards, which is a no for fitness people. Oh, I have no idea. That's really good feedback though. I appreciate that. When I'm in the headset, I'm not watching myself. I appreciate that. That's a good note. Game itself looks sweet. I appreciate that. It's a stupid, allegedly, hopefully fun arcade game. I think it's worth $5. That's less than a cup of coffee these days. I figured I could live stream working on it, make some TikToks and YouTube shorts for marketing, like just showing progress of working on the game, like I've seen short films do on TikTok successfully, and maybe that'll get the word out a little bit, hopefully. And if not, that's cool too. I'm underselling. You think $5 is underselling? It's a stupid simple arcade game, and stupid simple arcade games don't sell for it's like the VR equivalent of a mobile game. Worth at least $4.99 plus tax. Is it just one mode? Yeah, the quest version will just be the one mode. Maybe add more stuff later. But version 1.0, I'm just gonna put my all into making the one mode fun and better than the original. Even $10 would be good. I think that's asking a bit much. My dad said $5 is too low because then people will not buy it because they're like, oh, it's cheap, it must be bad. I just don't know. I feel like people will complain if it's over 5 because it's very simple. It's very small and simple. Sell it for 10, then just put it on sale constantly. That's not a bad idea. People are like, I think I hate to say this, but gamers are like the most entitled people when it comes to how much they want for their money. They'll happily go spend 40 bucks on a couple movie tickets and popcorn that last 2 hours, but unless a game is like 200 hours long, it's not worth their $25. Yeah, it's kind of like a pick it up on a whim to get like a quick exercise kind of game. Like it's like a fun little exercise game. So like maybe they'll see it on the store and be like, oh, I can burn a couple calories. Although now there are like dedicated VR fitness apps. Like I even use a VR fitness app every single morning at 6 a.m. before work. It's called Supernatural VR. It's kind of like Beat Saber, but it's an annual subscription and it has fitness coaches and forces you to do a whole lot more squats. And it's also on these really, really well done, beautiful photogrammetry backgrounds. So it's not just like a 360-degree image background, it's actual photogrammetry, so it feels like you're in the actual environment. But then they have boxing workouts and flow workouts, which are similar to Beat Saber, but they force you to move a whole lot more than Beat Saber and do a whole lot more squats and stuff. So it ends up being a really good cardio workout. And then twice a week I'll lift weights as part of my fitness goals again this year. But like working out in VR is super fun. When surfing for games, usually disregard anything under 10 as shovelware unless you've heard of it before. That's fair. Yeah, you're not wrong, I guess. There are some outliers, like Vampire Survivors. What's the best game on the Quest right now? The one that's getting the most regard is Asgard's Wrath 2 that just came out in December. It got a 10 out of 10 on IGN. It's like an actual full RPG in VR. It's really impressive, but it's also a $60 game. But you get it for free when you buy a Meta Quest 3. It's very, very well done. I've played a little bit of it so far. I haven't had a lot of time to play it. And the graphics are definitely not like PC game graphics, but they're pretty good for VR, for mobile VR. And the gameplay is very fun. Did I beat BG3? It never even made it past Act 1. And then I tried to play... God, it was so forgettable. I can't even remember the name of it. Bethesda Star game. Starman McGee. Starfield, yeah, that one. I tried to play Starfield, but it was so goddamn boring. So then I started Elden Ring, which I've enjoyed a whole lot on PS5, and then I bought it on PC in case I ever want to stream it. Did I play Zelda? I didn't beat Tears of the Kingdom. I got pretty far, but I need to get back into it. I thought it was very good. Elden Ring, that's a hell of a game. I love that game. It feels very rewarding when you finally kill bosses. It takes me a lot of attempts, but it feels very rewarding. Too hard for you? No. The benefit to Elden Ring is I would actually recommend it. Because the benefit is it's open world. So you can just like Zelda, you can go anywhere immediately, but you're gonna get your ass handed to you. So if you want your boss fights to be easier, just spend more time exploring the world and doing quests and stuff to level up, and then go do the boss when you're way over leveled. And then it's not too bad. No snipers in Elden Ring. Yeah, that's true. It's easier than Fortnite in that regard. You're still trying to beat Bloodborne. I've never played that. Elden Ring is the first and only Souls-like game I have ever played. You liked Armored Core 6? I don't know what that one is. It's 10 p.m., which means I gotta go. I have a movie date tonight before bed. Appreciate the follow, Pixel Shake. Also, thanks for reminding me what Starfield was called. I literally could not remember. Not a date. We've been watching the Night at the Museum movies this week. We're on the third one tonight. So I'm gonna probably go heat up some popcorn and watch that. I'll probably be back Saturday morning. I'm gonna shoot for Tuesdays every week for streams, just once a week, just once or twice a week. I'm not gonna, cause like, you just don't grow a stream by just streaming. You got to make the shorts and the TikToks and the videos and stuff. So my goal is to get good short form content and marketing material out of my game streams and see how that works. I'm just gonna try that for a while and see where it goes. Maybe if I offer some like Blender tips and stuff, people will be like, hey, this guy's all right. But I'm gonna shoot for Tuesdays, and this Saturday morning I'll probably be live for at least a bit because I'm home all alone this weekend. So I'm gonna get some work done on the game and actually jump back into Unreal this weekend. I haven't had a chance to dive back into my node graphs a whole lot yet, which is why I didn't work on that tonight. So I'm gonna do that a little bit more before Saturday and get back into it, and then hop back into finishing up the achievements implementation before focusing on making the game more better, more fun difficulty curve. But I will see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out, Sean, Sam, Pixel, Shake. Who is the other? Stellar Act. That's right, the cool name. Benzalot, everyone else who is here for at least a bit. I appreciate all of you. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your nights. I'm gonna go watch the third Night at the Museum. The first one was the best one by far, Sam, but they're all enjoyable. And I'll do that for you, Sean. Hope you all have a good night. I have to figure out how to stop the multi-RTMP output. Stop?